Hi everybody and welcome back to Nellie and Ruth Designs. Today I'm going to have a little bit of fun with you and we're going to go back and work on the Birdtober prompt list. I'm decided I'm not going to do all of the birds. Some of the birds I'm having a hard time finding and I don't want to. I have a lot of bird books, but I don't want to take the time to go through every one. So I do have a particular book that I do go through. And I have had some people ask me what book I've been using. So I'm going to give you just a really quick insight of where I'm getting most of my birds. This is a wonderful book. I'm just going to raise this up a little bit because it is a big book. And it's the Illustrated Encyclopedia of Birds, and it is Consultant-in-Chief Dr. Christopher M. Perrins. And this is a wonderful book. The reason it's so nice is I do have another video on this with some other books, kind of a show and tell. But the nice thing about this is the birds, there's writing on the back side. So you don't have to decide, which page you want to use. And this is just a wonderful book. I mean, if you're a bird watcher, a bird lover, it's a beautiful book to have on your coffee table or in your library. I did purchase this. I think I got it I bought this on eBay. Or I might have gotten it through Thrift Books, one of those. And the birds in here, the colors, everything, it's just wonderful. So this is where I've been getting, you can see here where I've been cutting different birds out, but you can see this is where I have gotten most of my birds. So I wanted to just share that with you. There's the picture of it again, if you want to take a quick note. But it really is, it's a lovely book. And so that's the book that I use for this challenge. So let's get all straightened out here. So today, now this has brought me into, oh gosh, October. I'm trying to do October 9th through October 20th. Through the 20th. Today is the 19th. So I thought I would go a day ahead and get this done and get it up for everyone to see. So in this series, it was the Pileated Woodpecker, Saffron Finch, which I'm not doing the finch. There's a black drongo. I'm not doing the drongo. I'm not doing the turtle dove. I am doing the Philippine Eagle, the Avocet. There's a Lapwing. I'm not doing that yet. A macaw. Doing the Snowbunting and the Cerulean Warbler. I think I have 6. But there's 10 here. 4 I'm not doing just yet. So I want to show you what I have done. I've been working diligently all morning watching Madam Secretary. I love Madam Secretary, and it's not on anymore, so I decided to turn Netflix on and just let that play in the background because I love Taya Leone. So this here is the, I say Cerulean Warbler, and I thought this was really cute here. I grabbed my old Dick and Jane book, and the way these birds were in my book here, I just thought they would be really cute. I found this, and they're protecting Sally from having any bird poo-poo fall down on her with that umbrella, because she likes to play under the birds. Of course she does. So I thought this was really cute and just a little bit of nostalgia and just something a little different. So that is the Warbler. And then I have this one here. Again, I have a very old book that I purchased, and it's got some really, really cool images in it. And this is the Cozy Corner book. And this dates back, Liz, if you're watching, this is where I think I sent you some of these pages out of here for you to use. But there's no, this was printed in Great Britain, and I don't think there is any date on this, but I purchased this from a gal on Instagram, and I just love the images in here, and I thought these would be fun to use because there's a lot of black and white that can be used. So I pulled that book and I found this cute little image, Three Little Maids, and this is the Northern Lapwing. I did do the Lapwing. This is the Lapwing, and I thought this would be really cute with the three little maids. They went out for a stroll, so they are moving to the left, and this little lapwing is moving to the right. So I really liked this. I thought this was cute. So this is the lapwing. And then this one here is the red-necked avocet. There are quite a few avocets, and they are just a shoreline bird. So I thought, when I think of birds like this, I think of the ocean, them scooping up fish. So I took out some of my fish that I had fussy cut from a tropical book. And then I went to my handy dandy expired, what is this, I'm not sure what year it is, but it's an old calendar. And then I went to the August section, and then live in the sunshine, swim the sea, drink the wild air. So I thought that was fun, just a fun summer little bird collage. So these are the three that are all done, and I just think that they're really cute. So I'm going to add those to my collection, and again, I do them on the oversized playing cards. So this one here, this is I'm going to be working with the Snowbunting. And I have two Snowbuntings. This is the winter, what the Snowbunting looks like in the winter. And then this is the rest of the year. And again, I went through the Cozy Corner book, and I found this sweet little image in there of these girls in a meadow. So I have this attached to my book already. And I do not have, though, this here. I'm just going to tie this off. We're going to do 3 cards today. So I'd love to have you hang around and see what you can do with these collages. Maybe give you some ideas. It's just a very gray, cold day here. I turned my heat on this morning early to make sure that my furnace was running properly. So everything seems to be running well. But then I turned it right off because I don't like it real hot. It's 39 degrees. I think it's up to about 40, 42 right now. But it was too hot in the house when I turned the heat on. So, okay, so I cut these birds out, and I figured that seeing that these gals were in a meadow, I think I wanted to add some flowers. So I pulled out I think these flowers came in a little packet from Your Creative Studio. I could be wrong. So I thought that I would put the flowers down here to dress the meadow up a little bit, if I can get them peeled. As you know, as you work with these are the hardest little stickers to pull apart. And of course, Usually I can just bend it like that. I've seen others struggle with these too, so I don't feel so bad. I know I'll get it. Well, we're not going to do it there, but they just make it. I'm sure they have big sheets of these. Then they just go through a laser cutter. Wouldn't it be fun to go to a factory to see exactly how these are made? I'm going to put them like this. Yeah, I want to have this color. My goodness gracious. There we go. Nothing should be this difficult. Okay. And when you have a background, you know, such as this, you don't have to do a lot of collage work on it. I mean, you know, I have to remind myself that the birds are the superstar in these collages. But I still like to do a few fun things with them. And it would be pretty boring, wouldn't it, if you were just to put the birds down on plain paper and slap a label on them. So this is the Snowbunting, and then we're going to put this little guy. I want him to be right up on her shoulder, I think. And they're looking at her like, are you serious? I was going to have him on her hat, but I don't know. I could put him on her hat, but I think it would be better if I put him on her shoulder, just sitting there. And I went and stitched ahead, so we're going to put him right here like that. He's on her shoulder, just perched right there. There. So this is the Snowbunting. And I think that's pretty. Just a nice little collage. So we will put that over here with the others. This one here is going to be no stitching around this one. I just decided to, because everyone doesn't have a machine, so I just decided to distress around the sides here, each side. And this one here is the Pileated Woodpecker. And I thought this would be fun if we brought an elephant in. And we have this woodpecker perched right on his trunk. And I kind of want him. I thought we would perch him on his trunk here. And then you have to have some, the elephant has to have some fancy, little fancy hat going on here. So I have this little bit of leaves that maybe the elephant is peeking out behind the bushes or whatever. But we're going to get this elephant down. And I've come to realize I had to take my son on an errand after lunch, and I was driving down our mountain road going to meet him, and I got thinking about collaging. I have the weirdest thoughts, but I got thinking about collaging when I was driving, and I said that collaging was a lot like writing music, because especially with these, this is supposed to be a 31-day art challenge, because the hostess wanted you to do art every day. And if you can, that's great. If you can't, you end up doing them, a stack like I am, all in one row. Or I should say all in one go. But I correlate it to music, because when a singer or band, whatever, they're writing music, you have to have so many different melodies and tunes and lyrics. It's kind of like the same thing with these collages, because it would be very boring if you did every one the same, or if you had the same themes or whatever. So thinking up different collages, I mean, it can be a challenge, definitely. You don't want everything to be the same. And why I think of the things I do, I don't know. Putting the woodpecker with a elephant. I got this elephant, again, out of a children's book. That had a circus theme to it. And I just thought the two of them went really well together. And then I have my little label here for my woodpecker. And we're going to put this down to the right. I hate to cover up that little bird. Maybe I'll just put that right there. So he's kind of sticking out. So there's our label, Pileated Woodpecker. And then, me with my songs and song lyrics and song titles, I decided on this one. Kind of doing this one backwards. And this one is Born to Be Wild. Remember that song? And I'm going to take my black marker. I don't know if I want to do this one or this one. We'll try this one first. And I'm just going to ink around this one here like this. There you go. There is the Pileated Woodpecker. Born to be wild, both of them. Free as birds. All right, so there's the woodpecker. And then the last one we're going to do is the, this is the Philippine Eagle. And I just thought I could have some fun with him because doesn't he look mean? He looks mean and miserable and nasty, like he's going to yell at somebody. He's just mean. I'm sure that it's probably a very nice bird, but he just looks mean and nasty. So, get that little tiny bit out of there. He's got something in his mouth I want to get out. All right. Well, I just want to trim that a little bit more. Watch me take his whole beak off. I just don't want so much white there. I want a little more definition to his nasty expression. All right, there we go. All right, so this we're going to do a little bit of, I have this girl pounding away at the piano. Doesn't she look startled? Just her whole face is like, oh. So, but I want to do a little, little collaging, a little more collaging on this one, just to add a little bit on here. And we will distress some of this here, just this one I had all laid out, and then of course I took it off, so I just hope that my memory serves me correctly. But that's okay. We're gonna want her behind this. So we're going to have the bird on here just nastily, is that a word, nastily? Just giving her a nasty look while she's playing that piano because she thinks she's doing a wonderful job, and she probably is. And maybe she sees this bird, this eagle, as her music teacher. Just being nasty towards her. And just downright not very nice. And I have a cute little butterfly here. I'm going to put little wings on her. I'm going to give her some little wings because she's just a little angel if she has to put up with this monster while she's playing the piano. So we'll give her a little set of wings. I think she at least deserves that, right? And then I have this pretty little, it looks like a magnolia. I'm going to attach that right here. So let's get her down first. Let's see, I don't have anything. And like I said, don't ask me how I think of this stuff. I think it's just my sick sense of humor or just want to make sure everything still fits the way I planned on it fitting here. Boy, the sun's kind of peeking through now, but I'm telling you, there are, we got like snow clouds going on out here. Okay. We have like snow clouds going on. I have a stamp. I cut it. Yeah, okay, that'll go there. All right, so I'm going to do everything but here so I can tuck that eagle down. Okay. And I want to lift this up a little bit because I think I want the tail under there. So that's another thing when you're collaging, just to be careful where you place your items if something is going underneath. Sometimes it's just you get thinking about other things and that stuff kind of flees from your head. So I have to be careful sometimes when if I am watching a show. I get into the show and then I sit and it's like, oh dear, I forgot to do this or that, or gotta move his leg and claw over there. This I have a stamp going under here. So again, I want to lift his head up and then I'll get that stamp there because I thought it would be nice to have a little stamp, make it look like a little postcard type. So he is down. How mean he is. She's so upset. She is so upset. And then we have the little eagle identification card. I think I'll put that right down there. And there is the eagle scaring that poor child. I think that's how she sees her piano teacher, squawking at her all the time. So that is what we have today. So let's go back. This is our Philippine Eagle, which is fun. I do like that. This is a new stitch that I tried on my sewing machine. I really like that. That's cool. So just a little bit of stitching there with the Philippine Eagle. And then we have the Pileated Woodpecker again with the elephant who are born to be wild. And then we have the Snowbunting in the field with this sweet group of girls. And then we have Dick, Sally, and Jane. They're protecting Sally from having bird poo-poo on her head with the umbrella. Then we have the three little maids. Three little maids went out for a stroll. This is the northern lapwing, who is insisting on going in the opposite direction. And then we have the red-necked Avocet, your little shore dweller, catching all of the fish. So that is this week's Birdtober. I hope you liked it. I'd love to hear what you have to say about some of the collages, and if you're participating, and if you like this video, I'd love to have you give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, thanks for hanging around. I'd love to have you subscribe, and for everyone that's returning, a big thank you. All right, everybody, I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.